This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
These are people in masquerade dance known as Ogbangbada Masquerade, also referred to as Ike Masquerade, located in Akokwa, a town in Idiato North local government area of Imo State, Nigeria. The Ogbangbada Masquerade originated from the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria, specially recognized as a traditional dance and cultural fixture in Idiato North local government area of Imo State. It is often referred to as Ebwebe by the local people. The dance is considered a deeply rooted ancient cultural dance in the old region of Imo State. The dance is energetic, fast and powerful as the drums are vibrant and the people add color to the display of the masquerade.
right here. Come on, I go. Manonya ada juga jangan lagi. Oke ni mana nak kau kepentingan bodoh itu. Ketua TV ni boleh. What do you think?
The masquerade dance is accompanied with a large crowd of dancers and by specialized drums. The dance is handed down through lineage rather than formal training, as the dance is believed to be ingrained in the blood of the people. The masquerade dance is interesting and accepted by all as it creates fanfare in the community. It brings people from far and near to come witness the display of the Ogbangbada masquerade dance.
I'm
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
The new Idiom expressed excitement as they danced and rejoiced before the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawori Benedion, who also joined in the dance. As visiting and paying of homage to various homes of senior elders continued, the initiates spent 7 days performing diverse kinds of rites as required by tradition. They were furnished with rules and regulations regarding their new office as Idiom.
That I grew up in this community to the point that they have now also chosen me as an elder in this community. It's a thing of great joy. All thanks to the Esama of Benin, my people, my family, everybody, all Okada community for this great honor. I am very, very grateful.
Well, this is my brother. I'll call him my uncle because he grew up with my father. I'm so proud of him because we are doing the same rituals as the Idioms of the Okada. It is our duty for us to make this place a greater place for outsiders to come and see the goodness of God in Okada. And I'm proud of every one of us here. So shall it be to each and every one of us in Jesus' name.
Waya wawesu ọjọ́ ni màá Okada zima Isama zima dion Ebuna zima dion Ọbala zima dion màá màá rí ọwọ́ Isama dion náà ni màá tó pọ́n mi Isama ni màá tó gbé kẹ́ni Isama màá di òwò ẹ̀rẹ́ náà Isama màá gbé kẹ́ni ẹ̀ ọ̀sàbọ̀ ọ̀bùyọ̀ bí tọ̀ ní ọba n'ọ́gì ẹ̀tọ́ ni màá gà n'ọ́dí àmì màá gà rẹ̀. Ma ni do gbe kene ne na ima ya fe ima ato o ima agbon o oro pa ewu dori ima di awo re ne o be ti agbon ya no we mi ma ga me ni Jesus Christ no mi afa
in this summer in our father's house in respect of our initiation to elders Edion level as tradition demands we are here today to come and also pay our homage to him, to also for him to also pray for us for long life and prosperity.
The climax after 7 days was paying of homage again to the Odion way, where he gave the initiate the full rights to function and to henceforth participate in meetings with Edion. It will go down in the history and minds of Okada community, Ovia people, Edo State, and Nigeria in general. The ambience, style, and the colorful ceremony associated with the 2025 initiation into the Edion Council of former Governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosakari Igbenedion, his brothers Bright Ayamekwe Igbenedion, Honorable Charles Osenwige Igbenedion, Peter Osawari Igbenedion, Dr. Fred Osawuni Igbenedion, Barrister Mike Osarene Igbenedion, Executive Director Operations, ITV and Radio, Chief Elder Ogbedio Wonse, Honorable Efosa Douglas Igbenedion, Ukbonwa Igbenedion, Osawe Igbenedion, Edosa Igbenedion, Dr. Daniel Omarege Igbenedion, as well as Agbong Steve Igbenedion, among other sons of Okada.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Good morning, tech lovers. Yes, you're tuning into Tech Today, that one program where we discuss everything, anything technology, where we'll break it down to you in simple terms and we'll let you understand what we're talking about when it comes to the world of technology. Yes, my name is Momo Lawal. You can call me Mr. Kankan and you'll be correct. Today, we'll be diving into something that is changing the way we live, the way we work, and the way we learn. We talk about it every day. It's called AI chatbots, artificial intelligence chatbots. Yes, from the popular ChatGPT to Google Gemini to several other chatbots that we have out there. These smart assistants are helping Gen Zs, they're helping the millennials, they're helping everybody to create content, helping them to, small businesses run efficiently and also making everyday life easier. But now the question goes, are they really helping the future or is this just a hype? Well, we're going to explore this today, and I have a guest today. Is a tech, I want to call him a tech guru, but then he's a back-end engineer, Alex Oche. Welcome to the program, brother.
Thank you for having me, Momo.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us in the program. So, Alex, we're going to talk about this artificial intelligence chatbots, and but before we go into that, we're going to, talk about what is happening in the world of tech. We're going to share what we call the tech updates from the global perspective to what is happening here in Nigeria. Stay tuned for the next segment, which is called Tech Updates. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the program. Yes, it's still Tech Today. And going straight into the Tech Update segment, we have first globally that robots are now smarter at working with humans. That's what Fujitsu is saying. So Fujitsu has introduced a new technology that allows robots to understand and predict human movements when working in the same space. So what this just simply means now, before now, we all know robots just follow instructions. But with this new system, robots can now sense what a human worker is about to do and adjust their actions, like it's slowing down or if a person is moving, aside. So why this is important for us to know is that with this new technology, it makes the workplace safer. You don't see a robot walking into a wall or just, going because you say move, it just moves. It now knows when to stop and not when to keep going. It reduces accidents in factories and in industries. This also shows that robots are being designed now to assist humans and not to replace them, for popular opinion. And also this means that this future of work is a collaboration and not competition. Alex, this tech update about robots, we all know what robots are before, and now we're having them now doing things like assisting their, and not just following instructions, but now becoming an assistant. What do you think about this update, brother?
For me, I think it's amazing.
Okay.
The fact you have somebody who understands you, a bot who understands you, who can even think for you. So it's amazing. It's a good one where
it's a good one.
It makes you active. It gives you insights. It lets you know what's happening, what's going to happen, and what has happened. All this together, sourcing all these informations, and you have it at your fingertip. It's amazing.
Thereby making life easier. All right. Next on the tech update, we have globals and experts are warning about AI, that is artificial intelligence, becoming too powerful. So over 800 experts, tech leaders and public figures worldwide are calling for a pause on developing artificial intelligence systems that could surpass human intelligence. So what is happening right now is that AI is getting smarter very, very fast. I believe you all know. Because sometimes before you think something is already even acting in that way, it even has sarcasm and all of that. Before people say AI could not have emotions, but now you'll be talking to your chatbot and it's even saying, come on, you're funny. And it's giving you all those emotions and you think you're interacting with a real human being. So experts now fear that if it becomes too powerful without proper rules, humans may struggle to control how it is being used. So AI already is affecting some jobs and then social media, and you see some fake news flying around, and it's even affecting decision making. So what those 800 plus experts are saying is without regulation, proper regulation, it could be abused, and governments are being urged to act early. Alex, I think this is a wake-up call for governments and people around that use AI. So this update is a valid one, and it's a good one.
It is, and it's here to stay for us to actually regulate the AI, know what it's about, and then make sure it doesn't go overboard.
Yes,
it's a good one.
Imagine AI. I think I watched a episode on the series one time when you see the name of the series is Love, Death and Robots. Okay, so this AI chatbot now started overdoing the work. It was supposed to be a cleaner, a vacuum cleaner, but now it now started being a smart vacuum cleaner and now started purging the house and purging the owner. So without regulations, we don't know where AI is going to go. So the message is very simple: AI progress must go hand in hand with safety and responsibility. Lastly, on the global tech updates, we have that McDonald's is using artificial intelligence to run its supply chain. So McDonald's has developed AI, artificial intelligence, to manage how food and supply move across its global outlets. So AI now helps McDonald's predict how much food customer will need, where it is needed, and when, so they don't overstock or run out. So this is something we should care about, and it's an update that we should know, because now it means that we'll have less food waste and faster services and lower costs, which can even help to stabilize prices. What do you imagine this, Alex, being brought into Nigeria here, and you see our food out? It seems you like food very well.
Exactly, my point. You know, if this is being brought to Nigeria space, you know, it will cut down a lot of wasteful resources.
I agree, bro.
Where you get to know how much it's being. But for example, you have to employ an accountant who has to know how much you need to manage. But with this source of AI, it gives you everything. You need this amount for today. We use X amount tomorrow. And then it's all wrapped up. And
people don't get to, there's no food wastage anymore.
Exactly. Cuts of labor, so many things.
It's cut out.
It's cut out.
AI is really helping the world. Now, going local now, the tech updates happening here in Nigeria. First, we have Nigeria's approved satellite internet companies. So Nigeria has approved satellite license for companies like Amazon's Project Cooper to provide internet services. So what this simply means is that instead of relying only on cable, that's fiber cables, optical cables and all of that, or network masts, internet can now be sent directly from satellites in space. we have one like I think Starlink does that.
Starlink.
So yeah, this means you have better internet in rural areas and remote areas that don't have masts that's up to that area.
Exactly.
You have support online. This can also support online education and also encourage remote jobs. And also it can also boost Nigeria's digital economy. Alex, I think this is a welcoming one. This is a good tech update from Nigeria.
I really appreciate the Nigerian tech team. I really like the tech experts for actually bringing this around because it's a good one. If this stays in our internet, you know how much we use the internet daily. You know our issues with our internet.
So things are streaming us right now within the internet.
Exactly. So you know how it is bringing the Starlink, and you know others will come in. It's a competition, and then we get it right.
Yeah, I agree. We'll get it right, and then we'll now bridge the gap of how people can access the internet. People in the rural areas especially can have these services right in their doorstep because it's just to access the satellite. Next on the tech update locally, we have Nigeria takes action against abusive loan apps. So there are new regulations that have been introduced to control digital lending platforms, especially these loan apps that harass borrowers. So now, what this simply means is that loan apps can no longer shame users. They cannot send threats or contact families and friends aggressively over unpaid loans. So this is Alex, I don't think have you ever experienced something like this before?
Not directly.
Okay. It will not be directly.
We're on the internet and we see what happens.
Okay,
people lashing out on people.
Yeah.
And now with all this AI, you see that it cannot just come in.
You see that they tell you that they call their friend to tell them that their friend is owing them money, blah, 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 use their name as collateral, which is just lies.
Family and friends.
And they now know that you borrowed money from a loan app.
We even heard at the time, one time, some loan app would take videos or pictures of some their users
and start sharing
it online.
That's breach of privacy. Now, why is this very important for us as a tech update is because this protects the user's dignity and privacy, like what Alex just shared. It also encourages fair lending practices, and also it builds trust in the Nigeria fintech space. It's a good one. I think it's a good one, and I'm enjoying this tech update. So technology, of course, should solve problems, not create new ones. Lastly, on the tech update segment, before we get into our topic of today, Nigeria pushes for a unified AI strategy. So the Nigerian Communications Minister has called for a national and African-wide plan on how AI should be developed and used, similar to what what they're calling out in the global scene. Yeah. So instead of scattered efforts around, Nigeria wants a clear roadmap on artificial intelligence. They want to know how it's being built, how it is being regulated and applied across different sectors. So, Alex, this is a talk a bit that I think we said similar thing globally, and I was saying it now that the NCC is now,
putting it in Nigeria. I really want to thank the NCC for actually bringing this, or should I say foresight, for bringing this in Nigeria, trying to regulate how this goes.
Because we see a lot of things happen on social media nowadays. You don't even know what is real and what is fake nowadays. People just use it anyhow.
Nobody to regulate these things. If you see what you believe and you go and spread false rule, that's how it is. So we need to actually have these regulations to know once somebody who comes up with a fake AI information, it's out there. This is AI too. This is not real. This is AI.
Yeah. So like Alex is just saying, this will really help Nigeria startup, compete globally and also prevents the misuse of AI. And also, I think it also positions Nigeria as a tech leader in Africa. So, countries now without an AI plan risk, and they're falling behind in this global tech race. Now we're going to a short break and we'll come into the topic of today, which is talking about artificial intelligence chatbots. We're going to tell you different chatbots and maybe just divert your mind away from the one you think you already know, and give you other options and tell you how you can work with them with your different businesses out there. Don't go nowhere. Still Tech Today on Independent Television. Welcome back to the program. It's Still Tech Today. Yes, we just introduced the topic properly, artificial intelligence chatbots. We know AI is no longer a future talk right now. It's currently in our phones. We use it every day in our businesses, and we use it in our classroom, anywhere, workplace, and all of that. So from different chatbots out there, we have the ChatGPT, to Google's Gemini, to Meta AI chatbots, and even different fintech companies, banks are also using different chatbots to make customer service easier. So this is becoming an everyday tool. And today on Tech Today, we are going to compare popular AI chatbots and how they work, and even why they matter to the Gen Zs, to the SMEs, and to everyday users out there. So Alex, I told you he's a backend engineer, I want to call him a tech guru. So Alex, which of these AI chatbots, which of them have you used before, and which of them do you currently use, and why?
So we all know the famous ChatGPT.
Of course, yes, man.
So I wouldn't say I used it, but my favorite is the Gemini AI.
Oh, why is it your favorite?
Because of it brings out ideas into picture. I don't have to pay a videographer or a cinematographer or a video editor. All I need is give this prompt to this Gemini, work on it.
So you use it basically to bring ideas into picture.
Exactly. Whatever I write, whatever you talk about now, I go into it, create a prompt for it, and then I can bring that out.
So people that want to do flyers, people that want to just put things out there,
people who have businesses, I would actually want them to key into this Gemini. Yeah.
Gemini.
People who are into graphics, people who want to go deep into graphics, use key into Gemini. It gives you an idea. It's just like what we said earlier. When you create an idea, and this bot understands your idea and refurbishes for you, it gives you different options. And then you, on your own as human, you know how to weigh them. So that's that's my best for Gemini.
I think I also like I like using if I don't use ChatGPT, obvious ChatGPT, I also use DeepSeek. I use DeepSeek sometimes because when I really want to, except when it has to do with a lot of maybe engineering things, I want to maybe do some codings, and I want to also create a small program, a small software just to, or maybe we have this automation nowadays. I like automating some of my things. If this happens, then do this like this. I learned how to from using. I was exploring DeepSeek, asking questions, and I learned how to, I can now apply for a job by just filling a Google form.
Sure.
Yeah. The prompt will just help me to just do that for me, and he will send an email to the recruiter for me, and he would send my CV tailored in that manner.
Thank you.
He would send a cover letter tailored in that manner too, and it just makes life so easy. When you go back and see it, you'll be like, oh, good.
All you have to do is look over it.
So yeah, don't just sleep on ChatGPT all the time and thinking, that's all I know about using different chatbots. So AI chatbots, they are softwares that are trained to understand and respond like humans. Okay, so they help you with writing, they help you with researching, customer service, learning, and doing a lot of creativity. Just like Alex said, sharing that you can just make a prompt out there, and from that prompt you get a picture of what is just an image of what is saying. So now, why do you think these chatbots are booming? Why do you think people are now falling into this chatbot now?
So for me, I know one thing about the chatbot is it's an assistant.
But then people will argue that we have Google. Why don't they use Google searches anymore? They want to use AI chatbot.
And I will explain to you.
Okay.
I can go and upload any information on Google.
Okay.
But I cannot upload on ChatGPT. ChatGPT can go on Google and pick the best from Google. ChatGPT can go to, what's the other search engines? Bing and all. Pick what I need because of the prompts I've given my bot, the AI. So for Copilot, I use Copilot as well.
Oh yeah.
So most times when I use Copilot, and I want to if it involves coding or anything, once you use Copilot on GitHub, it tells you, oh, this is the best solution. You can use this channel A or this channel B. You have to do with coding. All you do is look at what you're going to arrive at, and once you get to that point, So one thing, if we rely solely on ChatGPTs or AIs, you cannot get your finished product.
Because I have a problem that I feel in the future, I'm scared that these AI chatbots, whether GPT and all of that, will not make humans think for themselves.
So if you see it that way, what you said is correct. But if you want to learn, you are the one giving the prompts to the AI. So you tailor the prompt to what you want. That's you working.
Well, yes, I'm saying that, for example, people will now become so lazy. They always go and tell them, draft a mail saying I'm not going to come to work tomorrow. The next 2 weeks, draft a mail saying I'm not going to come to work tomorrow. Same prompt, maybe just tweak a little bit, maybe say I'm sick today. But people may not learn to just know how to draft a mail in that. Now I can now know that I can tell myself, I can tell if this is an AI generated mail.
Obviously, we
or
should
if
know.
it
Because we are in the tech space, you should know that.
Yeah, I can
but
tell.
I know that for some other persons out there, they wouldn't know if this is
some persons, I think one time I got a mail where the person even forgot to remove what GPT said. Yes, a refined version of this, and don't do that, please.
For the lazy ones, they will always be caught. But one thing I know about this, once you do this, you take your time and read what it's given before you send it out. If you send the mail and say, oh, ChatGPT, help me send the mail to my manager, I'm not going to come today, I'm feeling sick. You still have the objective to read that mail and understand, tailor it to a way it suits your boss. Sometimes we tell chats, can you reply this as a human?
Yes. And do you know that it replies it, you now seem as if it's, no, I will tell you, don't be so AI-ish.
Thank you.
Be human, and it just gives you a different response, and then you say, wow.
So sometimes when it gives you this answer and you read it, you learn from it. But when people just copy and paste it, that's the issue you're talking about now.
So let's bring it to Gen Zs now, because I know they use it more than we do. Sure. Because some of us don't even want to go there, the millennials and all of that, but they use it more than we do. Now, how can this help them? You know, many of them are still in university, help them with their homework. How would they help them? Because some persons want to just, while they're doing their studies, they want to also create content. So how do you think this can help them create content and even help them after leaving the university for their career growth? And also, what are the warnings or the signs they need to avoid whilst using this ChatGPT, this chatbots?
First of all, I advise every Gen Z out there to see this AI chatbot or whatever this AI chatbot as a researching tool. Don't just sit and relax. This is my assistant that does everything. Yes, it's your assistant, but it does your research for you. It's part of the research process. You do this, you go and find out that, oh, this is what's happening, and then you come again and understand. For example, you said something about content creation. I want to create the content about tech. I go to ChatGPT and ask, what's up? What's the update on tech? What's this? It gives me, I cannot just come and take whatever chat gives me. I go myself, I understand it. It's part of us reading it. We ought to read whatever chat gives us. And I will tell you, the chat is not always correct.
It's not always correct. And they won't tell, they put a disclaimer out there. That's why you have to know. I think prompt engineering is something that people need to know how to prompt, tailor your prompts to this particular thing you're looking out for, and don't be so generic. Yeah. Now let's move to the entrepreneurs, the SMEs. How would you think using this AI chatbot will help them in their business, assuming they are, they are for customer support or for their social media, managing social media, or they are, pushing their content out there or advertisements, and also helping them for maybe their business plan or proposals, or how do you think this AI chatbot?
I'll come from the customer experience side, customer service aspect, because it's very, very good tool for that. Okay. You have a business, you're not available 24/7, but with that bot set on your website, it answers your customers for you. It gives people, if Momo is into, let's say, Momo has this airline services. Okay. And Momo is traveling in Belgium now, and I want to book for a flight for myself. I reach out to Momo, and the bot will help me because of the prompt you've given your bot. Yeah. He sets my flight for me, gives me the exact prices, and then it makes it easy. That's for your business. Yes. Now, for, let's say, small customer success business, I don't want to start mentioning brands. No, let's say you have your business right now, and then your customers, there's a glitch somewhere. Your customers are furious online, texting, hi, this is not working, this is not working. The bot is there to help them know that. Though we know Nigerians, I will tell you, we are not patient with the bot. But once you arrange your bot in a way, it lets them know that this is the issue and this is what you should do to troubleshoot. Yeah. So once you troubleshoot, your problem is half solved. You know what's happening. So that's why I feel for every business, there are different parts where this AI tool is very important. Yeah. If you don't use it for your graphics, use it for accounting, use it for different aspects. Use it to plan your business, use it to even save money and save time. Use it for, like Alex said, customer service automation, just answering people. Even WhatsApp, use it for WhatsApp businesses to say, hi there, this is so-and-so business, I'm not available right now, leave this message. People now go further to even engage in, following up on that to say, okay, what do you want to buy? I want to purchase 3 bags of this and that, okay, how many quantity, where are you located? And it helps you, and it works 247. It's already there, so you don't have to be awake all the time to reply these messages. Now, let's talk about the risk
the ethics and limitations that we'll have. You know, people, you know, talk about this privacy issue and all of that in AI. So how are you using AI chatbots? So let's talk about that. How do you think we can manage this privacy concerns, data privacy concerns, and the popular thought of that AI would replace humans and replace human thinking? Or the human's creativity per se.
That creativity part about us humans, AI can never take that away from us. I keep saying that because you give these instructions to the AI. The AI cannot work without any human. You prompt this AI. So if I want my AI to work for me this way, I tell him I want you to be this for me. I want this result in this route. It does that for you. Then it brings out other options, more for you to choose.
Okay.
So I don't see AI. I see that for those who are weak and those who are lazy, let me use lazy, it might affect them.
Okay.
But
what about for data privacy concerns?
So now, when it comes to this data, I see it as a good one because with AI, I cannot share some of my data.
Okay. What kind of data are you not going to be able to share? Let's enlighten our viewers out there that what they shouldn't share on using these chatbots. Anything that has to do with privacy, anything that has to do with your personal life, you don't tell ChatGPT these are your hobbies or this is who I am. You don't go and explain yourself. You don't give the chat your bio. Don't go and start telling your chat, oh, my name is this, I'm from this. That information is too much to give out. But some persons may want to argue and say they are telling that so that they can the AI response can be tailored exactly for them.
But that information is out there in the open now.
But you know, nothing out there can be secret. Even when you take a picture out there and say I'm right here in Texas or I'm right here in New Benin Market, it's already out there uploaded in the internet.
As soon as you post something and say, hi, I'm down here.
No matter even if you delete it.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Even on your phone. Even if you delete it on your phone, I can still get it on your phone.
But at least people should know that AI is a tool and it is not a master. So you control it. Don't let it control you.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, wrapping up on this interesting conversation, I want to ask you this question. Okay. Would you trust AI to run your business for you?
101%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You would just trust AI to run a business for you?
I would give my AI my prompts, monitor it, and let it run it for me.
And you think it will want me mistake to do something you don't want?
It won't make, it would make mistakes, but one thing is I get to correct that and it doesn't happen again. Because once you set a prompt for an AI, I will take you to chat, customer service again, respond on this gambling, respond to this. It cannot make mistakes. AI cannot take an answer for something else to drop another thing.
Yeah, actually. So, although there was a time I was in ChatGPT, he made a mistake about a particular figure when I was calculating, and I was like, why did you make this mistake and all of that? He said, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I thought you wrote it as this,
exactly.
and he explained why the mistake happened, and then I was like, don't do that again. Always cross-check, double-check before you give me a response. And he said, moving forward, and he stored it in my memory that I would like that. So, wrapping up on the program, for those who don't really use all these chatbots, what is your last word? What are your final words to tell them about that have not used chatbot before, and maybe they are using only one particular chatbot and they don't use any of this that I just mentioned?
The world is evolving. I don't want any of you to be left out. We have to use these tools. These are meant for us. We started this thing started as little as text. Now the AI is everywhere. We have bots.
Yeah.
We need to use remotes to do things. Now it's just by saying your voice command and then things are moving. So how long would you wait? All we have to do right now is get along with this, join the band, use it and be beneficial, get productive with these things. Before you go and call someone and say, I want you to come and help me do this, the bot has done this for you. The AI tool is already ready at your beck and call. All you need is a phone, a smart internet, and then you are good. So for those of you out there, I don't want you to sleep on it. Go into this thing. Whatever issues you are having, ask your bot and see. It will give you an insight. Then from there, you can start solving your problem.
Thank you very much. I didn't want you to even stop giving that advice out there. Yes, it's been Tech Today. Thank you very much, Alex, for joining us on this program. Yes, I want to just end by saying that AI chatbots are not here to replace humans, but they are here to assist humans. So the real advantage out there is, like Alex shared, is knowing how to use them wisely. So whether you're a Gen Z, you're a business owner, or just curious about this, or just watching the program for the first time, AI is now part of your world. So, you know, those who understand AI today will lead tomorrow. So before we leave the studio, I want you to know that we do this also on radio on Monday by 8:30 p.m. till 9 p.m. Every Monday is on radio, 92.3 FM, Independent Radio. So thank you, Alex, once more for coming to the program. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. We'll be seeing more of you again.
Surely.
All right. Always know that in this world of artificial intelligence, in the world of technology, it's good to stay curious, stay connected, and stay very informed. Until next week, my name is Momo Lawal. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbeide Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation. On the following morning, as part of the rites to be performed by the newly initiated Edion in Okada town, the initiates, led by Chief Eda Ogbedo Onwonse, visited the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawori Benedion, at his Okada country home residence to pay homage and appreciate him for all he has done in the development of the community, which has placed Okada in world map. They also thanked him for his role in the success of their ceremony. They commended the Esama of Benin as a custodian of Benin cultural heritage and for revitalizing the age-long tradition of the age-grade ceremony.
ina se ti wi egewe ina se ti di agun ya ya zo won dion
Medie.
èèyàn pa
Oh, my dear. Oh, my son, my dear. We say, oh, my dear. Oh, we're not here. Is that where I get
ina do ba o
Yes.
ina do se won
Yes, my dear. We sit down and we sit down and oh, now here we see. My dear. It's c'est papa,
Ça m'a topé. Sama tọpẹ.
Ìṣe ìwàyà kí máa pọ̀ mi sáàmà mẹ́. Ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ̀ ìwàyà kí máa pọ̀ mi sáàmà mẹ́. Ẹkún mẹ́pẹ̀lẹ̀ ìgbìlẹ̀ jẹun. Ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ̀. Ẹkún mẹ́pẹ̀lẹ̀ mi sáàmà mẹ́. Ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ̀.
The Esama of Benin Kingdom thanked the new Edion for visiting him and advised them to always abide by the rules and regulations of their new positions. The Esama urged them to indulge in what will continue to bring development and progress to the community.
When I say it's your job, I wait to us and I know what I will.
C'est papa.
Le calibre wa yina ko pono na wise. Ou pe Dion. Ou pe Dion.
Ah baba.
E ko mwana sewa. E wa ya lo de de we asewa ma bo ma. Awe wo we ni ne. E Dion wi. Eh Jona wele. Eh Jona polo pe. Eh Jona mluri akwa e wa bi oda. Ba wi ko ba. Ojo we. Ka je de ne na ya de ko yi. Ba wi ko ate wona mo no ma se lo ka yi.
ITV, certainly the best.
Ugieni Madonna, in Mazedio, Overo, Ovesniagbo, Emanazo, or Ugieni Madonna.
You will have to serve the community for 30 years before you come to this stage. They will ordain you ordain title. Then by then you are one of the elder.
This year now, we don't read the year, so that's why we can do this year.
Historically, joining the Elders Council, an individual must have reached a certain age and must have made significant contributions to the community through leadership, service, or other meaningful ways. There was jubilation in the community as sons and daughters of Okada, both at home and in the diaspora, trooped out to be part of the ceremony with various homes of the initiates agog with festivities. Friends and well-wishers of those initiated into the Elders Council jubilated at the Ogwedion after performing all traditional rites. The elders, known as Edion, in company with their loved ones, danced to their various homes where guests and family members were entertained.
ITV, certainly the best.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
diokwa etinuto enue. Ibiagoma diokwa etinuto enue. Ibiagoma diokwa etinuto enue ati. Enue. Ọba la tọpẹ. Osanore. Umadogemo. Àgbọ̀n ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni àwọn ọ̀gẹ̀ wá ẹ̀ nọ́rí ọba òsànọ̀rọ̀ ọba ọmọdé mọ́ àgbọ̀n ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni àwọn ọ̀gẹ̀ wá ẹ̀. Ọmọ yẹn lẹ́nu bí ẹ fọwọ́ o. Wọ́n pa ìdíje. Wọ́n pa ìyẹn o. Wọ́n pa ìdíje. Ọba tó pẹ́. Banukiwere, Babanukiwere, Abuki Sirioke o. Abuki Sirioke ko. Amira na yoki. Ebi na ye yoku osa ye yewe. Ete no kuri ede to okumaka. Aba jeno. Bahu máa yọ, bahu máa yọ, bahu máa yọ.
Ẹgbẹ́júwà ọba àjọpọ̀ ẹ̀yìn.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Aqua Seed. Ayo or Aqua Game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua Game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Hello and welcome to Woman to Woman. I'm Adesiwa Sawagie. Financial empowerment for women is a big deal, and multiple stream of income is like a key to that success that you've been looking for. And when women have control over their finances, they can make choices, make huge investment, live better life, and then be happy. And then the big question then is this: what is stopping you as a woman from being empowered? We have just a handful of women who are empowered and who are doing things to get themselves empowered. There's another set who have done so much, yet they seem not to be able to break even from one business to another, to another, to another. Yet it's like they're not doing anything because there's no result and they're not making success. So what could be the problem? We have an expert in the house. She is an entrepreneur, Emike Inaboya. She's joining us from Benin City. Hello, Emike. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the program Woman to Woman.
Yeah, good to see you again. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to see you too. You look so good, Emike.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Emike, you are an entrepreneur. I see what you do on Facebook and other social media. I see what you do, and I'm super proud of you. That is why you're here, to talk to women about financial empowerment and the need to have multiple streams of income in Nigeria's economy. So talk to me. Financial empowerment, multiple streams of income, what does it mean to you?
Well, firstly, I'll say when you say empowerment, empowerment goes beyond motivation. Yes, it's about access. Access to education, to finance, to opportunities, access to making decisions. That is what I see about empowerment. When you talk about multiple income streams, that has to do with financial security, wealth building, flexibility. That's what I have come to realize about it. So empowerment, we are talking about access to education. How do we go about access to education? You sit down to say, oh, I cannot be educated because before you are empowered. No. The way who went to school, we go about it is different from somebody who is starting from the scratch, somebody that doesn't know it. For example, if I'm told to take measurement for a tailor, for tailoring example, I will be faster to get it than somebody that doesn't know anything about calculation. Yes. But right now, when we're talking about empowerment, our women, you can get empowered. Don't wait for anyone. You can, from the little money put together, you can empower yourself. How can you do that? The little you have, you can start from the social media. Like me, I use my house, a room in my house for my business. Then I go to social media to expand it. Every phone is good. You mustn't have iPhone 17 before you make it. No. I, for one, I'm using a Techno phone and I'm Android. And I'm making waves. One or two persons call me from social media. Hello, how much is this bag? Hello, how much is this? And I tell them, oh, you pay before delivery. Let me tell you, if that product is not available, they see it's online, quickly what they pay, I can easily go to the market, get it ready. The next day, I post it to them. Women should not wait until they have everything. No, I did not start that way. I didn't have everything before I started. Education is good. Even if you have missed it, there's adult education. You can go about adult education at the same time, be able to save little money given to you. You have friends. You can tell one or two persons about, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what is on my mind. You must not start big. You must not start so big. A woman can go to the market, buy tomato and pepper of 10,000, and sell and make again. By the time you keep selling it like that, you are leaving your comfort zone, trying to have your own money. You must not wait for daddy to come back before you buy Maggi in the house. You must not wait for daddy to come back before you buy sanitary towel for yourself. That is where we are missing it. I want our husband to come back from work before I'm able to cook. No, you can do it yourself. You can do the cooking yourself. Let him be proud of you because you have taken that responsibility. In as much as some daddies will not like, oh, because she did it yesterday, she can do it again. If our daddies continue like that, our business will go down. So I advise every woman that they should balance their flexibility, their family responsibility while earning. As you earn from your business, you should be able to balance your home and yourself. Yes. Having income stream, multiple income stream that provides financial security. What do I mean by that? If one source fails, another can sustain you. As you know, Adesua, I sell bags. I make bags and sell. I make headwears. I make plantain chips and sell. It didn't stop me. I would say because I have a deal with bag making, then I should not put my hand into other sources. I do, because I don't know which one is going to come out so big for me.
All right, Emike, a lot of women have tried what you tried. What made it work for you? Because some women have gone into a particular business, it didn't work. Maybe say food business, it didn't work. Open a restaurant, it didn't work. And then clothes selling, it didn't work. Shoe and bag making, it didn't work. Tomato and pepper selling, it didn't work. Pure water, it didn't work. What is that woman not doing right?
Comparison made it not work. Some of them want to have everything available first. A woman that has a restaurant wants to have so much gain. No, a lot of people go for the lower grade because they feel that's what their money can get to.
Okay.
If I go to market now and I go buy slippers, for example, I'm buying the slippers for 1 naira. I should be able to sell it 2 naira, even if my neighbor is selling it 3 naira, so that I can go to market again, purchase and sell again faster than while she's selling for 3 naira or 4 naira, I would have gone to market 3 to 4 times. Excess gain. That's where I see challenges.
So what other challenges apart from that excess gain? Are there other challenges that makes the woman's business not to work?
Yes, location matters to me. Location.
Okay.
If for example, I do social media, I spend money trying to get my customers online. Every woman may not be able to. Some persons want to be in GRA, but their luck is in Aduwawa. Why not try Aduwawa pattern? I can buy a model of rice, do jollof rice, go out to Aduwawa to where laborers are. A lot of people are working. Maybe those doing the road work. I sell off my rice. I come back home. If I bought one model, I was able to sell everything before 2 p.m. I should be able to do 2 models tomorrow. Likewise, the selling of shoes. Likewise, the selling of tomatoes. Can you imagine people that wait plantain? If you used to sell at a particular amount, you buy plantain, somebody is telling you, sell this plantain for me for 4,000. You are saying, no, it must be 4,500. At the evening of it all, you miss it out. Tomorrow the plantain gets too ripe. Somebody will now come to say, okay, let me buy 2,500. Let it not be a waste. You tell yourself, I bought this plantain 2,500. Why should I now sell it? Then at the end of it, you throw it away. Or you end up selling it for 1,000. If you have sold that plantain for 4,000, even if you bought it at 3,000, that 1,000 is something. But we don't see it. So a lot of people don't see that 1,000 as a big money. That's where we are having challenges.
Okay, balancing financial independence with other life priorities of a woman is another challenge that we need to talk to this afternoon. So how can a woman balance her financial independence with other priorities of life? You know, like women, somebody said women love everything. And so keeping money for your business is usually difficult. So how can a woman manage all of this and then still hold on tenaciously to her independence as a financial person?
You will get to a point where you can get everything. Now that you cannot get everything, cut your coat according to your cloth. I didn't say cut your clothes according to your size. Cut your coat according to your fabric. If your fabric is 1 yard, it's just a waistcoat it can sew, do with a waistcoat. If it's just a hanging shirt, do with a hanging shirt. Competition is not allowed in this race. That is comparison. You are competing with others is what kills us. If it's a stud earring you can afford now, get a stud and let go the other one. When the time comes for you to get the other kind of stuffs as a woman, you go ahead. First, do it the little way you can.
All right, Emike, we're going to take a very short break now. When we come back, I'll be asking you this question: the role of financial literacy in achieving financial stability for a woman. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, I'll ask you that question again. All right, thank you for staying tuned to the program Woman to Woman on ITV. And I've been talking with Emike Inaboya, who is an entrepreneur. Emike, now let's look at the role of financial literacy in achieving financial stability. Does a woman really have to go to the four walls of a school to learn financial literacy or apprenticeship? So what is the role of financial literacy in all of this?
Like I said earlier, school makes it very easy. It makes it easier for someone to be able to scale faster. Someone that went to school it's easier for the person to catch faster than someone that didn't.
Okay.
While there are persons that even if they didn't go to school, they're able to catch. At the end of it, they miss it. They miss it. Even if it's to primary 6 or primary school, be schooled at all.
Okay.
Somebody can bring a paper for you to read. You'll just be looking. They tell you to sign something. Whether you are signing out your life, you don't even know. That's why I tell people, even be schooled. Even if it's your primary school, you can read and you can write.
So that's very important.
Yeah, it's a plus.
What about the role of apprenticeship?
Yeah, it's good to learn. Yeah, it's good to go work under someone for a while. So you have an idea. Market is very, very trickish. Do you know some persons can still be selling something for 1 naira when long ago the price has changed? Just because they don't know how they do it. Everybody has to have an idea of apprenticeship, because from the way you have learned from it, you can make calls to your own madam. Till tomorrow I have a madam. I can still call her to say, yes,
that's interesting, because nowadays you find it difficult to get apprentice. Young girls don't want to learn trade. Young girls don't want to go to school, but they want to hit it fast.
Yes, a lot of ladies don't want to learn anymore. They don't want to be under anybody. They just want to come to you 1 week, they feel they've known it and they want to open. At the end of the day, they make a whole lot of mistakes. Then tomorrow a customer don't come back to you. You'll be wondering, oh, why is this customer not here? Not knowing that you've already made that mistake. The way you talk to your customers, the way you approach them, the way you discuss some issues with them can make them stay or go. I'm very friendly, even when you're putting your hand in my eye. I pretend it's not hurting me.
Customer service.
Buy and go, then I will not like say, oh, this one's paying me.
Okay. But it's not like that everywhere, because some other places you go there, your price is good, your good is not good enough for that person, and the next thing you get is insults.
You know,
It has happened to me, particularly in markets.
yes. You know why? They feel in the market, like the tomato sellers, let me use that word. They feel because my own looks finer than the other ones, they will come back. Gone are the days. Nobody comes back to you. The only advice is be friendly. That's my advice to women. As you do business, be friendly. Because you don't even know who is going to come back tomorrow. If you scold somebody or you cheat somebody, the person finds out. At the end of the day, the person won't want to come back. Then you start saying, I'm losing customers, I don't know why. You are the cause of your problem. You're causing it by yourself. Women should try as much as possible to be free. Even when the customer is really, it's the customer's money you need, not the customer's face. I don't need customer's face, it's customer's face.
Okay, so what's the most important financial skills for women to learn? Because there was this particular point, boutique was raining. Every corner you turn is a boutique. Every corner you turn is a boutique. Then after that, it was now makeup. Almost every woman wanted to be a makeup artist. Every woman was learning how to be a makeup artist. If you're not learning it physically, you're doing it online. After a while, it fizzled. And now everybody is a fashion designer. So, Emike, as an entrepreneur, I know you do quite a number of things to get that. You multitask, you have quite a number of streams of income. Now, which is the best for a woman to learn? Because as we speak, some women are even confused.
What she has at hand is what she needs to feed on. I will prefer that lady, the woman, to go for dailies. What brings daily income?
Okay.
Yes.
So what is that thing that brings daily income?
Food business is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if I don't want to do food business? If a woman doesn't want to do food business, what next? What next?
Buying and selling. You could decide, okay, let me pick up things from the market, like Mission Road. You can pick one or two from there, like the toiletries. They are important to homes. You can just decide to take them to the office and like, oh, instead of going to the market, can you be buying from me? Soaps. Those are the toiletries I'm talking about. Tissue, the soap, the small towels. You can just be doing that and making it. If at the end of the day your money is not so big and you feel you can go to market, you have a friend you pick from and do a refund when you get your little gain, you gather your money like that. You must not start big, like I said.
Okay, let's look at the role of pride in all of this, because you know, as women we are very prideful. We get time for body plenty. Some persons may actually be good in a particular business, but because of pride, how will people see me that I'm doing this kind of business? You know that mentality.
They should put pride aside. Nigeria is smiling. Nigeria is not smiling. Pride should go and die somewhere first. If I need to do market, what kind of marketing now for me to have food on my table or money in my pocket, I will do it. As far as it's genuine,
okay,
I will do it. Pride goes before a fall. You'll just be proud for nothing. Your shoulder go high. If you rich, nothing to eat. So why the pride?
Okay.
Nobody gives money anymore.
Nobody gives money.
Noticed it. Because of that, I don't beg anybody for money. I work. I told you now that sometimes I write on my WhatsApp. Chips will be available so time. If you need, please. Some places we write. Even if it's one person, I'll try and go and give to the person.
Okay.
Okay, I would have put myself, I want one person, because of one person. Can we do it? I'll go and give to the person. Willingly. Because I'm growing the business.
Okay.
But most people, they should let pride die. If I need to sell soap soda to have money in my hand, I'll do it.
Okay. But that's you. So, how do we now? How do you talk to that woman out there who is still finding it difficult to swallow her pride, who is finding it difficult to start small, who is passionate about business, but all of this confusion, she carrying for shoulders and bag? What do you say to that person?
Firstly, let the pride die. Until the pride dies, she cannot forge ahead.
Yeah.
So he won't be able to kill the pride and start from somewhere. You cannot have 1 million. I cannot walk up to somebody to tell the person, please, so I need 1 million to start business. Oh, the person will look at me, do you even know how much I have in my own business? You can start small. You can have 20,000 naira and go somewhere and buy few things and go and distribute. You can have 50,000. Don't wait. A lot of women have money in their accounts. They are still waiting for that money to be big.
To be very big.
You are waiting, the interest you are losing. The time is
Finding time to be with us on the show today. You have really educated us a lot. Thank you. And I know we're going to do this sometime very soon, at least to put the woman on her toes, to keep breaking the glass ceiling and swallowing her pride, go all out and achieve what she wants to achieve. Thank you, Emike.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, woman, financial empowerment for you in Nigeria, I know can be driven by a lot of factors, maybe digital services, skills training, networking opportunity, and all of that. But know this today, like Emike said, swallow your pride, go all out there, go and achieve what you need to achieve, all right? Break the glass ceiling. If you're financially independent, it's a good thing. And then when you have multiple streams of income, girlfriend, you have arrived. And daily money, like Emike said, is very, very sweet. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Omonomba Nedo Ukwakwalokmolo Ewai II, Oba of Benin, performing during the 2025 Ododua Festival. Ododua Festival is unique as it was organized in honor of Ioba Omoni Hwoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, as part of activities for her burial rites. The rich traditions and cultural heritage of the Benin Kingdom was showcased when His Royal Majesty Ewai II engaged the floor to perform during Ugie Ododua in the palace ground in Benin City. In the dance performance, the Ogbelaka royal drummers supplied the needed impetus and rhythm for the dance. However, tributes are paid by the head of Benin deities to the monarch, who was the cynosure at the events. The event can best be imagined as the spiritual rejuvenation, stunned, spectaculars and guests at the colorful ceremony. 7 masquerades representing 7 spirits and deities conveyed different meaning in company with the head of the deities of Benin. with the Oba of Benin, who exhibited a grand cultural dexterity in his dance steps.
the Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
Yeah.
ITV, certainly the best.
Omonoba Nedo Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Sultan rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ipoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Isoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Immortal Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II. Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Immortal Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, chalk, known as Uri, represented a mixture from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, beside Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
TV, certainly the best.
Ojúde aṣáájú abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Ayaba sọ́kè abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Àdáyé àtọ́jú abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Wajua.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Ọba Tope. Yari yari,
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
Behind the glass doors of cold rooms and freezers lies a major source of protein for many households. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish have become common food items in homes, restaurants, and food businesses across the country. From importation and storage to transportation and final sales, frozen food pass through a chain that is highly dependent on electricity, fuel, and efficient handling. Any disruption along the chain often reflects to the final price paid by consumers. On this edition of Market Survey, we examine the current prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish, the factors influencing their cost, and how traders are responding to the market conditions. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish are largely sourced through importation and large-scale distribution, making their prices sensitive to several factors. Traders explain that costs related to import duties, foreign exchange, transportation, and storage play a significant role in determining market prices. Cold room operator says the cost of running generators has increased as frozen food require constant power supply to prevent spoilage. Fuel expenses, maintenance of cold storage facilities, and logistics all add to operational costs, which are often passed on to consumers. At the retail level, traders price frozen items based on size, weight, and type. Prices can also vary depending on supply levels and consumer demand. During the period of high demand, such as festive season, prices tend to rise, while lower demand often leads to slower sales. Consumers say frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain important protein sources, but prices changes have affected buying habits. Many buyers now opt for smaller portion, cheaper alternative, or less frequent purchases in response to rising costs.
Welcome to Market
Market Survey. On this edition of Market Survey, we are currently in the market to get to know the current price of frozen chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen fish. So stick with us as we get to know the current price of these various items. I am Stephanie Notoriua. Chicken and turkey day for market now. The price is not come down.
Yes, it don't come down.
So how much until they sell kilo for chicken?
No, they sell on 6,000. Chicken wings they sell on 7,000. The turkey na 9,500.
How much until they sell on before?
Before turkey na 10,000, chicken na 7,650. But it don't drop now. Chicken wings they sell on 8,000 now, but now they sell on 7,000.
It's a 20 drop.
Don't they go like a month now?
So how much are they buying for cattle? So that cattle until they carry.
They buy cattle 55 for chicken. The turkey now they buy at 90.
How much are they carrying
before now?
For the chicken?
For the turkey.
What of the chicken?
Chicken they buy at 65.
You see corner pass it?
Yes. I don't get bills to go corner pass on. No, but say not guess it, but I guess this time around go come down. Now this they change this. The monetization, now the chicken till they drop.
Before they sell on 5,000.
So that's 6,000 at the last price now?
Yeah, this is the last price.
So how much until they give this carton, this small carton?
This carton are 10 kg and then as it be so. Now 60,000. Some people will give you 62,000. So depending on how the price they come for them. Yeah, so that's what it be.
How much until they sell them before?
Before they sell 50,000.
So that don't increase now.
Yes, they increase.
So what about turkey? How much they sell kilo?
Kilo now for turkey now 9,000. Before now 8,750.
So that means it does still go up.
Yes.
How much they sell the carton?
The carton are 90 for now 90,000.
We say no they frozen, we say no block, and now we say it can't block. Like the price is the difference. If people won't buy and they'll say this one no block.
Not the same price. Not the same because if you sell at a lower price, now with that loss, you loss.
Chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen fish. To come with us as we get to know these prices, I am Stephanie Notoriua. How much are they sell Scooby fish now?
1 and 4,000. 4,000 naira. Before we they sell 1,500, 1,000. But now it can't even worse pass. This must be at 4,000 naira. One cattle at 198, 198,000. Then at 200 now.
How much did they carry before?
Before, it never reached 120. 198 for one cattle. Say we carry 150, 15,000. But now 95,000.
Get another type of Scooby and solo.
I know they said that one. Now let's Scooby and they say.
So but that one still there on the high side?
No, that one they cheap but not the sweet. That one they cheap but not the sweet. That make us not the seller. Like 150, we fit manage now. You buy one fish like this 4,000 take cool soup. Now wasting our time now. Because before a ton soup it don't break. Before it not be like that.
from our market survey show that the prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain closely tied to operational cost and supply conditions. Trader says expenses related to storage, fuel, and transportation continue to influence price and decision. While they all acknowledge the importance of these food items in their daily meal, many say affordability remains a challenge. As a result, buying patterns have shifted, with households adjusting quantity and meals plans to manage expenses. For traders, the market remained competitive as the balance rising costs with the need to attract customers. Despite these challenges, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish continue to play a key role in household nutrition. As economic conditions evolve, monitoring the prices of frozen food provides insights into broader issues affecting food supplies and household spending. Traders report slow patronage, explaining that while goods are valuable, consumers are more cautious with spending. The balance between keeping frozen food affordable and covering operational costs remains a daily struggle for sellers. As market activity continues, the price of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish serve as a reflection of broader economic pressure affecting food supply and household budget. For now, traders continue to adjust to these realities, navigating a market shaped by rising costs and changing demand. Sellers explain that frozen product requires uninterrupted power supply to prevent spoilage. As a result, operators depend heavily on generators, making fuel cost a significant part of their daily expenses. These costs, combined with transportation and market levies, continue to influence the final price paid by consumers. Despite the availability of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish in the market, patronage remains slow. Traders say many customers now buy in smaller quantities or reduce how often they purchase frozen food as they try to manage limited household budgets. For traders, the situation has created a difficult balance. While they strive to keep prices within the reach of consumers, they must also cover operational costs to avoid losses. Some say profit margins have dropped, while others worry about sustaining their businesses if costs continue to rise. As the market adjusts, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain essential food items for many families. However, their prices continue to reflect broader economic pressure affecting food supply and consumption patterns. In the end, the frozen market tells a larger story, one of resilience, adaptation, and the everyday struggle to balance nutrition with affordability. As conditions evolve, both traders and consumers continue to navigate challenging market environment.
I beat on the iSide as opposed to how it was sold. And that is on today's edition of Market Today. I am Stephanie Ontoliwa.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Come on!
In the evening of the initiation day, all the newly initiated Edion danced to the residents of the Odion Way and also visited some homes of the various senior elders, where Chief Elder Ogbeide Onwonse was very conspicuous, especially at the country home of Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Usaro Igbenedion with his family on the night of the initiation.